Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft Let's Build series. So I am feeling a lot better this week. And as I was planning out this week's episode, I was kind of thinking like, what's the next thing that I wanted to do? So as I mentioned last week, I really want to get the blacksmith built. Now I had some ideas. I wanted the blacksmith to have the super smelter inside of it. And I wanted a fuel source because last week a lot of my coal went into the build and I have like none left. I mean, I have some because I've gone mining obviously, but I don't have that much. And so the super smelter, I did not want to be run by coal, just, for the ease of it. So as you can see by these well-placed grass blocks sitting down there, I actually want to make a bamboo farm that will funnel directly into the blacksmith super smelter. So I want a very big bamboo farm because I want a decently sized super smelter. I mean, maybe it'll be too big for everything that I need. I have no idea. But right here, I think I have Enderman who keeps stealing my blocks. Anyways, so right here would kind of be where the flying machine would go, and it would go all the way across to those other blocks over there. And so this is a very decent sized bamboo farm, and with it being outside the wall, obviously, it has the space to do a lot of bamboo. The collection system would obviously go underneath, and then it would come down here and kind of go straight through this wall. I think I can get through here, so we'll just do it this way. As you can tell, this is all empty in here. Things might drop down on my head, so I should probably not stick around here very long. So it would basically come out right straight through, and it would be over here. The bamboo I would want to feed into the super smelter, and so these blocks right here, that cobblestone one and this cobblestone one, I know they're not super aligned very well, but this would be the area where I'd want my blacksmith. So pretty huge. I'm thinking like 32 furnaces. So not a small super smelter. I've done some design work in a creative world. I'm not uber happy with it yet. I think I need to drop the roof a little bit from what I have it, but at the same time, I think it looks great, and there'll just be a little bit more tweaking before I'm ready to actually go ahead and do it. So yeah, so that's kind of the plan for this week, is to make the place over there, make the bamboo farm, connect it over to the super smelter that I'll make in this area, and build up a nice blacksmith over top. So I know it's opposite ends of where the armory is. I don't think it really matters. I think functionality here at this point, and it makes more sense to have the bamboo farm out on the other side of the wall and just pipe everything in. So the other thing that I have done this week already is make a little makeshift slime farm. So down these long stairs, as you can tell up in the left-hand corner, I'm using the mini HUD mod to show where slime chunks are and the like. And so as you can see, this one is not. Ooh, I have squishies. Oh, look at that, squishies. So no, come on. He's hitting me. So I've just done out the one bottom layer here. And, oh, there's another guy over here. So I've just done like this much. I do not have it automatic, but that is something that I would like to do at one point. It was just not necessary. Because of the flying machine that I want to create, I need, 20 slime blocks? And I was like, well, let's just find a slime chunk and just, get what we need. So my plan is to eventually make this automated, but at this point, I don't think it's super necessary. But it is 2 slime chunks side by side. So I have done that this week and dug out that. I got another like 16 diamonds from it, so that was pretty good. But yeah, I think this is going to make a super full episode, and I'm excited to get started, and excited to show you guys kind of the design I came up with for the blacksmith itself. I do think I'll probably be raising this a little bit just so it's not quite so sloped. So, but that's fine. Just some more dirt, what's a little more dirt. So yeah, so I think I will be raising this up at least a couple levels, if not flat with the wall. And then, yeah, build up the blacksmith on top of it. So I am going to leave you guys right now, and I will bring you back when we have a little bit more progress to show. I am going to have to watch some tutorials or get my husband to help me with creating the redstone for both the super smelter and for the bamboo farm. But yeah, I will video what I can, and then I'll bring you guys back and show you the results. So I pulled my husband in to help with the bamboo farm, and while we were making the bamboo farm, these guys showed up, and I think there was like 5 raiding parties or something like that that just showed up while we were building. And so we decided to take care of them because they just kept increasing, and some of them were even loading up inside of the walls that we were going back and forth through. Yeah, so I like to burn my pillager captains, especially since we had villagers in here from the iron farm. So I think one of the banners that we did kill, the guy got burned up or whatever, but yeah. So here we're trying to burn them, and some of them it was really easy, and other of them they just would not walk into the fire. But yeah. I don't know why we were so popular that day, but there was a lot of pillager raiding parties. So we got the 2 of them here, and got rid of them, ate a little bit, tried to heal up again, and then there was a raiding party down at the other end, so we went to go get that captain. And as we were down there, he was trained on my husband, and so he was following him along, but I tried to burn him, and then I think here I made the mistake of first, like, he was burning, but then my flint and steel broke, and so I made the mistake of taking out the fire instead of just letting my husband run around and have him chase him through the fire again. And with the flint and steel broken, couldn't keep burning him, and I was like, what am I gonna do? Like, I had iron here, but I did not have flint. And so I decided, well, I'm gonna have to go home. So I fly back home and grab both the iron and the flint that I would need. Like, here I'm checking in the bins to see if I had anything there, and my husband's like, I need to fly away here soon because he's actually gonna kill me. So by the time I actually got back with the flint and steel, he was gone. He just disappeared. My husband had flown up to the top of the wall and he had despawned. So, you know, quite the adventure that we had getting rid of all these raiding parties. Which, interestingly enough, I was going on a bit of an exploration to try and find copper. Or, I think it was copper. And I actually came across a pillager tower not that far away from my place. Like, I think it's only a couple of 100 blocks in both directions. So I do wonder if that's the reason why there's just so many raiding parties that show up out there. I mean, I know it's super random and whatever, but it could be the reason. Who knows? But yeah, here I'm flying back thinking, okay, I'll just burn off this guy and then we can get back to building, and he was gone. Disappeared. No more to be seen. And I'd like to say that was the end of the pillager raid parties. It wasn't. Although I think it was the end when my husband was actually in the world with me. So welcome back, everybody. As you can see, we have been busy. So I actually pulled in my husband to help me out with this project. And I think it went great. It's also huge. Like, this bamboo farm, there's a lot. There's a lot going on here. And when I actually start it, there is a lot of lag. Like, my game freezes. I mean, I guess it just tells me I need I don't know, more storage capacity, something, better computer, who knows. But it works wonderfully, and it produces so much bamboo. which I'm really excited about because it means then that I don't have to worry about fuel for my super smelter anytime soon. So this is just your regular flying machine, goes across, breaks all these things, and I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I have hopper minecarts down here. See? And they're just picking up everything, going back and forth, back and forth. So far, I will actually just show you guys kind of how much I got, because I've only run this farm once. And that's basically what I've been getting. Like, it's a lot. It's gonna do more than the size of my super smelter, for sure. And I'm excited. I'm excited to be able to use this. And the next steps for this is I'm gonna have to, yeah, empty out all these guys, etc., and put a hopper line or however I'm going to move all the items underneath here and up into this area. So that's kind of the next plan that I have to try and figure out for this episode. Oh, which also I forgot to tell you. With my actual bamboo farm, that is not the final look for it. I am not going to just leave it. I'm not going to leave it as just glass around like that, because even the sizing that this is, when I break the bamboo at the top there actually bounces off and does hit the top of the wall. So I am considering raising the wall slightly in order to prevent that, but I am going to put some type of cover over it. So there's a chance that I'm going to just put like glass, a flat glass, so this is would be just a glass block. Yeah, that's the right word. So this would just be like a glass block right here. But that's ugly. I don't want that. This is a Let's Build series. So I am thinking of designing other things around here. And so that is going to be done. And of course, we're going to stick with the deep slate theme because the wall's right there. So I will be doing some type of deep slate build around here. I'm kind of thinking maybe like barn style. Sort of like make this a big barn, so just have pillars. I want to keep some of the visibility with the glass, and so my thought is to do like rounded pillar, like a pillar here and a pillar, I don't know, 5 down and another, you know, along the way, so that you can look in and you can see the bamboo being broken. Now, as I said, it produces a lot of lag. So I don't know that I will ever run this while I'm actually recording, because it actually, to the point that it freezes my game. There's so many items being broken at the same time. So, I mean, not like freeze to crash my game, but freeze to not be able to make me move at all. So anyways, I'm really happy how this has turned out. It's huge, it's large, it produces a lot of items, a lot of bamboo, but I think it will be so good and will just enable me to, yeah, have a huge super smelter that I can smelt whatever I need. You know, honestly, at this moment, I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to need to smelt, but I want a super smelter, because there is times, like when I did the armory in last week's episode, I had to smelt all the cracked brick, deep slate brick, in 2 furnaces. It took me a while. Oh, it would be nice to have the actual super smelter, so all I have to do is put in the items and go do something else, and they would just be done. So, I think my next goal here is to start filling in a little bit of this area. I know I want to raise this up slightly, and I don't know how much. I don't know, because I don't know if I want it like fully raised up to the same height as this, or if I want to raise it up down here. I don't know. We're going to find out. So I'm going to get busy and do some of that and kind of start playing around with building build up over top of the bamboo farm over there. Yeah, I'm really happy with how everything is going so far. So I will see you guys in a little bit. So I wanted to bring you guys back in and see kind of the progress that I've made. I'm liking it. I like the towers. I think the towers have turned out really well in this build. And the texturing too, with the cracked deep slate, and then the upside down stairs to add a little bit of depth, I guess you could say, to each of the towers. I do really like that. I've decided to go with copper for the roof. And this was kind of an after idea to use copper for the roof, so I want it all oxidized. But I wanted to see what it would actually look like here in the world with the rest of these builds that have no copper in the actual builds. So I'm liking it. I really wish it was oxidized so I could actually see what it would look like in the final one. But yeah, it's coming together. Not finished yet, unfortunately, because this was an afterthought of using copper for the roof. Yeah, it's only half done. I don't have any more copper. Okay, I have like, I don't know, maybe 10 pieces if I do half slabs, as I've done a lot of up there. So that is definitely something that I will need to be getting over the next little bit before next week's episode. Because I just copper is not easy to come by sometimes, and today as I was mining it is not easy to come by, so I need to just spend some time down in the mines and try and find some, since I do not have a copper farm. But I like these two towers. This one is both smaller and shorter, and then that one is wider and taller, and I like it. I like kind of the different shapes that I put into this build. So this is a super smelter in here, and it works. It works quite nicely. I use Shulker Craft's super smelter tutorial, so I will just link that in the description below, and you guys can go check it out. So back here, this is where we would put all the fuel, and then up in this top one is where you put the items you want to smelt. And then down here under these trapdoors is where you get the stuff that you smelted. So I decided to be a little bit different with this one, and I did the red nether brick and the crimson wood. So let me know what you think down in the comments, if that was a good color choice, or if I should maybe stick with the warped wood kind of color that I've been going for in the other builds. Well, unfortunately, I have run out completely of time to finish off this build. And I'm out of copper. I did manage to get this amount of copper just by, a short little mining session. And yeah, I got it fully oxidized, so I'm liking the color. I think that will go very well with the warped wood colors that we have around here. So I'm excited when all of this roof can actually be oxidized copper. Because this is honestly the first time I've used copper in this world, and I'm kind of liking it. At first I was wondering like how would I use it, but having it up here on the roof, looking really good. So I did manage to put in the warped wood on the top of these towers. So I think that will look nice, and I do plan on having like a winding staircase in the down bottom so that you can actually come up here and utilize these spaces. But overall, it's been a great start to the blacksmith in the military base. I know we were not able to finish off the build over top of the bamboo farm, but you know what? That's okay. It'll come. This project took a lot longer than I expected it to, and you know what? It happens. So I have a little bit more copper here that needs to be aging. I've done a little bit of AFKing to try and speed up the process, but it needs more. As you can tell, I have friends in the back, but that's all the time we have for today. So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. If you like this content, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you're new, I would love if you would subscribe. And I will catch you in the next episode. Bye for now.